Welcome. It is the Real Talk with BRG. And guess what, guys? We are at season 2. We are very excited for this particular season because we've incorporated a lot more to make the show beautiful and amazing. Same show, but we're giving you a lot more to make it hotter like we always do. Now, I'm not doing this alone. I have this beautiful damsel right here with me. And yes, new season, new host. So we're quite excited. How are you, Elizabeth? How are you doing?
Good. I'm really pumped for this new season, and also it's amazing to be hosting with you here.
Thank you so much.
I can't wait for us to do something great together.
Definitely. Well, guys, our first guest on this season, we had to take our time for our first guest because he's a powerhouse when you talk about real estate in Africa. I'm talking about Mr. Tobi Akerele, and he is the CEO of Gidi Investments Limited. One of the biggest, I'll say, in Africa, not just Nigeria. They're going to Kenya, they're going to Kigali, like they're taking over the world. And one thing I love about him, he's very passionate about real estate. He's young. And he's someone that a lot of people look up to for the works that, he has done and he is doing. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, join me as I welcome the one and only Gidi man. I like to call him the Gidi man. Welcome. How are you doing?
I'm good. Thank you.
How is it going?
Good.
How do you feel? How do you feel to be here? We want, the thing, before even every high five, just a fire one. Let's do this. Okay. Just to pump you up. So we need the energy, of course. But how's it been like for you?
First of all, if you're into real estate, you are always a busy man.
Yeah.
That's one thing, especially in Lagos. So for me, I'm good.
You're good. You're chilling.
Used to it already.
Okay.
It's fun.
Well, like I said, before I even, we welcomed you, we spoke about, Gidi. And I'll say that it's doing really well. We know when you started. So, to see where the company has gotten to now, we are somewhat really, really proud of you. But I want you to take us through the journey for a layman that is watching the show. How was it like before you started this company? And why the name Gidi? Where did you get Gidi from?
Okay. I never knew I would be asked that, but okay. First of all, Gidi is a product that started from school.
Okay.
Now, I came into Lagos 2013 because I dropped out of school. I couldn't pay my school fees in 2013. So I had to drop out of Ondo State University of Science and Technology.
Yeah.
Then I got into Maritime Academy here in Lagos.
Mm-hmm.
We pushed after Maritime. Going to the water was very difficult. I had some challenges in the water. Then I came back. I started as an agent. Then I joined. We started BRG, I think, in 2016, 2015. So learned some ways in BRG, and boom. And the good thing about Gidi is that I started as Gidi also. With my friend in school. It's called Las Gidi also, where I go to Katangwa. For those who know Katangwa,
I think I've
that
heard
is
Katangwa. Yeah.
Okrika.
Yeah.
If you want grade A Okrika,
Yeah.
you go to Katangwa. So I go to Katangwa market, pick fine ladies' shoes, grade A, polish it, shining, put it into the liner, go to the female hostel to sell it.
Wow.
So that's how I started my last Gidi also.
So, and there's something they say in Ghana, polish till you shine. And I guess that was it for you.
Yeah.
But in all that time in school, while you were doing that and all, did you ever think that, you were going to do real estate or you were going to meet BRG to navigate your career?
No. First of all, I love military.
I don't think you're built for military, actually.
Yes, maybe, but I left NDA also. I went to the Nigeria Defense Academy,
Okay.
where I was supposed to be an army. If I am graduate, I'm supposed to be a colonel by now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be.
Any regrets?
No regret.
Okay.
Because right now I'm even dashing my corner mate money.
Let's go. I like that.
You understand? So no regret. I'm not bid for God. Let them protect me. You understand? So I'm happy where I am.
Yeah.
And in 2016 when BRG started, so we're part of the pioneer members, and I learned a lot from the three powerful houses.
3 Musketeers.
Musketeers in
Yeah.
BRG. So even when I wanted to start, I had to go and meet chief coach to be precise, and said, I sat me down, went through the book together, and since then it's been a smooth run.
It's been a smooth run.
Yeah.
But I know it cannot just be that of a smooth run. I'm sure Elizabeth will want to throw in some questions as well.
I was going to even ask because, doing multi-businesses together, having experience coming from selling shoes with the Gidi hustle and all of that, what made you settle for real estate? Like, how did you just know that this is it?
Okay, first of all, I settled for real estate by mistake or by luck. I don't know how to put. I did not say I want to do real estate.
Yeah.
It was out of Ozu. I needed money. Do you understand? So I started as an agent in Isolo. Then from there, we started studying Ibejuleki. Then from there, I picked interest. I went to study more about real estate, went to LBS, went to other schools to study more about real estate. Then I said, this is what I can do. Then over time, I developed
Love for it.
and
Yeah.
just love for it.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but the only thing I think for me is that over time, I've seen real estate as not just a way of making money for myself. I've seen a way of impacting
Others.
on Africans because the company Gidi is a Pan-African real estate company.
Company.
Yeah. So that's what's
Yeah.
Well done.
Okay. And so far, you've done Gidi. Gidi is doing amazingly well. You also have to give your shout out to BRG because like they were the people that helped you and all of that. But we know that real estate in Nigeria as well. It's not in Africa, but let me narrow it down to Nigeria. It's not that easy. A lot of things happened. We had the COVID period. We had inflation here and there. But how have you been able to still sustain? And I'm saying this from the fact that there are people watching that have started something and they are afraid to continue or they are discouraged. So, how have you been able to, because you cannot tell me there has not been challenges. It's not possible. How have you been able to sustain and still carry the brand till today?
Okay. So first of all, in real estate, financing is very, very important. So before going to any project, you have to also source for your finance. But in Nigeria, finance is very difficult to come by, especially if you are doing real estate.
True.
So then we've developed a means by which we get our money, which is selling of land to finance your building projects. That was one. Then two, inflation definitely will come. For example, I started a project, Palm Resident, in February, where cement was 5,500.
And now,
But today, cement is 8,000 naira. And I've collected money. Iron reinforcement was about 550,000. Today is 1.1 million at all. And I've collected money.
yeah.
I can't go back to my subscribers. But what we be able to do is that we work against time.
Okay.
And that thing is that we think out of the box to look for alternative means of building. So one of the major reasons why cost of building is very high in Nigeria is because everything is imported. So what we are now trying to do now is to look to locally source for some other material.
But how is that going actually?
It's amazing. In fact, I have a company I've established called City Pavers.
Okay.
So what we do in City Pavers is we produce interlock from plastic and sand. So we don't need to use cement.
Cement.
Now, in Palm Residence, when I was doing my slab, I used polystyrene. And it was approved by LAPCA. Do you understand? I have consultants on the project who approve everything. So in my POP, I also just put styrene for my POP. 100%.
And it stands the test of time. It doesn't.
Amazingly well.
Yeah.
So now by that doing, I'll be able to reduce the cost of building. So I'll be able to work against inflation a bit.
Okay.
And that's why you see that we started the project in February, but it's really in December. Because another thing you have to consider in Nigeria is time.
It's time.
Dollar keep on going up.
Yeah.
But if you can manage your time and work against dollar,
And against it.
then you can survive.
But talking about sustainability, it's one thing to be a real estate guru. It's another thing to maintain the name. We've seen so many people come and go. We've seen so many people that, they are big names. Everybody knows them. And after some time, it just waters down. How have you been able to, for Gidi, build sustainable houses, build houses that will keep your reputation?
Okay. One of our core values is integrity, transparency, and quality service. And in our mission, we said that we want to take care of 2% of housing deficit in Africa. For me, building luxury is not what I'm going for.
I was going to ask you that. Why?
Building to make maximum profit is not what I'm going for. I want to take care of 2% of housing deficit in Africa. Now, that's about building about 3,600 units every year.
Yeah.
Now, I want to go into affordable and social housing.
Oh, so you are not on the luxury side.
I'm not.
But are you aware that right now a lot of people tend to luxury?
Yes, a lot of people tend to luxury because our ambition is different. Our goals are different.
Yeah.
My goal is to impact Africa through real estate.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm going to African countries. Every year we do conferences in different African countries, exposing our realtors to other African countries. The last time I was in UK at the House of Parliament, I said, Africa is the future. Because either we like it or not, the Western world will destroy themselves. Look at what is happening in Russia, Ukraine, and all that. Most of these people will still have to run to Africa. I don't know if it's in the next 20 or 30 or 50 years, but I tell a lot of people that Africa is the safe haven for us.
For us, yeah.
And I believe that the most important thing for we human beings is food, shelter, and clothing. I am not in the food, I am not in the clothing and shelter. So I'm going to impact Africa through shelter. And that's why I am very, very passionate about affordable housing and social housing.
Yeah.
But affordable is not really affordable.
I was going to go to that.
So now, how do I want to achieve these affordable homes that an average earner who's a normal Nigerian
And we know how much they earn, actually.
can afford a house? So this is it. We need to look at the cost of building. We need to look at how do we build these houses?
Yeah.
Let's leave the block and mortar alone. Let go of the cement.
Yeah.
Let's start building with other alternative means of building. In Gidi, we have a special department, a research department that pays salary that is researching on alternative means of building. And that is the way that came up with city pavers. We started city paver, our machines are around, we started producing. So we are considering polystyrene, we are considering dry walls, and we are considering all that alternative means of building.
But not to cut you short, this same Nigeria that we are, we know how Nigeria is. Don't you think people will be like, this man is building with something else, so let the house not fall on my head? We know Nigerians and we know how they can be at times. Have you not thought about things like that to arise?
Yes, we've thought of that. And so what we're doing now is that, first of all, we need to sensitize the general public, educate them, and also in the past we're using ordinary clay, right?
Yeah.
So we're bringing clay back. Did clay collapse? No. In my village, our decking was used with wood. Was done with wood. Did they collapse? No. So we're just trying to say, okay, let's bring back those things and see how we can modernize it, so that. And the idea of sustainable home is that if I sell a house to Elizabeth today, and she want to fix anything in the house, you don't need to call anybody.
Yeah.
I want her to be able to fix it. I want her to be able to go to the backyard, get a clay, and fix that house.
In this Nigeria that we're in, do you think it will work? And
it will work. It will work if it could. It's like DHL. I think DHL. I forgot the name of the company in Kenya. Rwanda.
Okay.
Last time we went to Rwanda, they're doing it. And they didn't, at first, they did not accept. But now, they've accepted it and it's working. I believe if I build a house, a man built a house in Ekpe now with police. One of the land we sold to him.
Yeah.
He built his house in Ekpe with fully police. The guys from Canada.
Okay.
And now a lot of Nigerians are going there to go and look at it. They're doing it now.
Doing it.
So I'm going to build how to do some.
Is that your next project?
My next project is called The Village.
Okay.
In Ekpe. I'm going to be building with strictly alternative means of building.
Okay.
And I want to build a bungalow whereby you can buy with as low as 5 million.
And I was going to come to you on that one. When you say affordable, we know what is happening in the country right now. Everyone is facing it. I want you to tell me, what is that price that you give your house that you say is affordable? Okay. Like, let's say I want to rent a 2-bedroom.
Okay. You want for sales. I told you for sales, I'm looking at selling a house for as low as 5 million naira.
To sell a house.
Sell a house. But now, the idea is not just going to be on me alone. I'm also working on other big brands to subsidize the house.
Okay.
Do you understand? For example, now we know that MasterCard gives a lot of money to Africa.
Yeah.
Right? And they're open to greenhouse. If you're going to build a house that is sustainable, that is carbon credit, they're ready to drop some money.
Okay.
I'm looking at going to Dangote. Instead of giving money and dash people, why not you just come and support for 100 units of houses, affordable houses in the north?
Okay. Please, can you build some in Lagos so I can buy?
Yeah,
because I have my 5 million now. I was just straight.
Saying something like initially when Ria said luxury housing, I think somehow there's usually a misconception in the real estate sector when you say luxury housing and then affordable housing.
Yeah.
People see affordable as cheap.
Cheap, yeah.
And when you say cheap, it means cheap material.
Yeah.
And so as a developer, how do you balance that? Because obviously when you say luxury, not everyone can afford luxury.
Exactly.
And when you say cheap, you also have multiple people coming.
Yeah.
Well, how do you now make sure that if I'm getting a bungalow basically for 5 million, which you said you already, you're locally sourced for materials. So how do you assure people that, I'm selling this for 5 million, I'm going to be selling it for 25 million, and you're going to be getting the best?
Okay. So now, there's a between affordable housing and social housing. So when I talk about social housing, is the kind of houses that were given out at almost zero
naira, yeah.
To help the needy, to help those who could not afford houses. And that's where the big brands like the MasterCard, the Dangote Foundation, the Illumina Foundation, the World Foundation, that's where they're coming in. So we're going to be building it for these people.
Yeah.
And this social housing, you don't actually need to use tiles in social housing, right? You don't need to do POP. You can do PVC, right? You don't need to do screening outside. You can do Tesco. You can do toweling. Do you understand? These things, they are stage by stage. And why affordable housing? Now, the funny thing about Lagos is that we've turned affordable housing into
True.
Your house is in Lekki, Ikoyi, it is luxury.
Yeah.
When your house is in Aja,
And you know, it's so funny because like I as well used to see like if you tell me you are staying for Majada, I'm like, what are you? Do you have anything? But recently, Elizabeth, I went to a house in I think it was Ibrahim Adese or something, and gosh, it was beautiful. Like it was luxury actually. So I think it's also perception as well. I feel it's
the
perception.
cost of building in Aja is the same cost of building in Lekki.
No, but I don't think so.
It's the only difference is the land.
It's just the land.
But that's a huge difference. But then that's a huge difference.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the cost. I'm
But the cost of building.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Insane.
Yeah.
Well, okay. So sorry to cut you short. Well, let's say you're buying a property in Ikoyi. Let's say Banana Island, for example. The current price of a plot for a plot in Banana Island is about 1.2 billion. And then let's say you're buying a plot of land in Aja, 60 million. Now, the only difference is the location and the price. But if it costs 200 million to build the house, it will cost the same value to build that house in Banana Island and Aja.
But the thing that also location matters, baby. I want to stay in Banana. I'm sorry.
And you like banana? I don't like banana.
Oh, really?
I don't.
What don't you like about Banana now?
Banana is just glorified. It's not. There's nothing special about banana apart from the location. That's one thing that.
No. But let me tell you, sometimes it's
between banana and Nikon Town. Which one will you choose?
between Nikon Town.
Nikon Town, banana.
I know Nikon Town very well. Of course,
Banana.
the people in Nikon Town also have money, but I would choose Banana. Should I tell you why? Okay, environment matters a lot. Who your neighbors are matters a lot. I want to wake up and Davido is my neighbor. I want to wake up and the governor, I see the governor jogging. For me, choosing Banana will be strategic for me and what I do.
Okay, so now you are looking from the angle of
Networking, exactly.
And let us look at it from the angle of the house and the environment itself. Between Banana Island and Nikon Town, which one will you choose?
Nikon Town is beautiful. It actually looks
Nikon
like
Town does not flood. Banana Island would flood.
it's true. But at least even though it's flooding, I know that the governor is there.
Nikon Town is hard. Banana Island road is interlocked.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
In Banana Island, there's no really structure.
So I think with Banana Island, the issue there, you know, when we see an island, there's
Close. What exactly?
It's not allowed to be island.
No, that's what I'm saying. That the issue,
The way is against Banana
You
Island.
refer waterfront property.
but there are more islands coming up.
Exactly.
And I know that more developers won't make that mistake with Banana Island.
Yeah.
I feel like Banana Island does not truly give you that feel of an island.
Yeah. No, for me, I think what Banana does now is levels. For me, I think, and a lot of Nigerians like that.
I'll pick Ikoyi over Ikate.
Of course. Location matters. Yeah.
You pick Ikoyi
Yeah.
Ikate.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, let's compare the infrastructure,
Yeah.
environment of Nikon Town as an estate and Banana Island as an estate. Let's compare the drainages. Let's compare the configuration of the water system. Let's compare the configuration of the electrical system.
Yeah. Yeah. Nikon Town is actually. I've been to Nikon Town. I feel like it gives me that London feel.
Exactly.
That's what the houses gives. No, true. I've been to. I think Don Jazzy used to stay at Nikon Town.
Different high-rise.
But you will see what Sujimoto is doing as well. And look how Nigerians are loving it, because they want luxury.
Love luxury. Nigerians love luxury because they want to just be like the Western world.
True.
Right? And I think there's a mentality we need to change in Africa.
Yeah.
It's not everything that you have to be like the Western world. You understand? So Banana Island as a project is the location is
Perfect. Yeah.
I think there's more to be done.
More to be done then. Yeah. But to deviate from this a little bit, we see a lot of young guys right now into real estate. And sometimes, they kind of like change the whole idea why you, the genuine ones, if I'll say, are in real estate. Especially, I'm saying this because you are a young person doing real estate. We hear all sorts that, it's a cover-up, they're doing money laundry, they're doing other things. But yeah, we also know that there are some real estate people that do that. But so far, how have you been able to like change that narrative? And is it true? Do we have them? Like, you can say it, though. Don't be afraid. There's no police. There's no one. You are doing money laundering. No, I'm joking.
Even me. They found me as a Yahoo boy.
Oh, Oh, really?
Yeah.
But I've never heard that.
I started real estate,
Yeah.
and where I was moving, they said I'm a Yahoo boy. It was Yahoo I was using to build my houses, right? Because I'm young. There are offices I walk into. When I enter there, the first they will ask me, "Is your money clean?" When they ask me that, you've done this, where did you get this money?
Money from.
But they don't understand that it's no longer the 19th century practice. So that the genuine, they are the money launderers. I know that.
You know some?
I don't know anybody. I don't know anybody. But
You have to be careful.
but the thing is, for me, after some time, I think I'll be able to seeing the genuinity. I think, by the way, Forbes did auditing for me.
I saw
and
that.
accepted me in last year.
Yeah.
At least I am the youngest Forbes listed.
That's right.
in the whole of Africa.
Congratulations.
You understand? So even when I did give me an award in UK, they were doing a lot. They say I'm too young.
Yeah.
That this is.
But sorry, how old are you? I like that. I like to put them on the spot.
For another day. So when I was being given an award over there, they had to go through my record and say, no, hope you're not a Yahoo boy. Please go through it because some people has done it.
Yeah.
Right?
True.
And the good thing is that I've learned from the mistake of my leaders.
True.
I've learned from their success. So I'm taking that part. And because my dream and vision for Africa is not just building houses and sell. I tell a lot of people, I mean, for me, it's not about building houses to sell. I want Gidi to be an household name when it comes to housing
in Africa.
not just in Nigeria.
Yeah.
And I'm passionate about affordable housing and social housing.
Yeah. Definitely. We're definitely getting there. You've spoken a lot about Africa and you are very passionate about Africa. And as an African, I will say kudos to you, great one. But I know you're also doing buildings aside of Nigeria. I want you to take me through some of the projects that, coming up from Gidi.
Okay. For example, now, we are running up the Palm Resident Phase 1 here in Ogombo. We're going to Phase 2. I was on Phase 2 when you called.
Okay.
Now, going out of Nigeria, we are currently in Gambia. We've sold out an estate in Gambia. So by January, we are launching a building project in Gambia. And the good thing is that the government, they are very, very helpful. Then we're also starting a project in South Africa,
Okay.
Midrand, to be precise, Johannesburg. Where we're doing about 36 units of townhouses in South Africa.
Oh.
And one of our vision is to enter an African country every year.
Okay.
Last year we started with Gambia. This year is South Africa.
So when is Ghana?
Ghana is...
You cannot leave us behind.
No, Ghana, very, very soon. In fact, I have a friend in Ghana who's already talking to me about buying a land there.
Okay.
So we're already working something out in Ghana. So, and what we're trying to do with our for example, now one of the projects I'm very passionate about is Intra-Africa Realtors Conference, and which I go to an African country every year. So the idea is to expose our Nigerian realtors to other African countries because they are so focused on Canada, UK, US, and Germany. That's where there's money. I'm trying to tell everybody that there's a lot of money in Africa.
In Africa,
like
there is actually.
Very, very massive money in Africa. And we are the future of the world. So that's one of the things we are doing. Next year, we are coming up with our Lekki project.
Okay.
Expect to see us in Ikoyi next year.
I'll buy. When the Ikoyi is out, let me know.
I
I'll
would
buy.
expect to see us in Ikoyi next year.
Well, I know, right? You made a statement and you said the government of, I think, was it Rwanda you just said?
Of
right?
Gambia.
Of Gambia, they are supportive. And I want to know, what does that mean? Are you trying to say Nigerian governments do not support? I'm not trying to put you on the spot. Though,
Okay.
but,
I am dominant in Lagos, and I
Okay.
can say that Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu is doing an amazing job. Nigerian government is very, very supportive, and at least now they've started sensitizing the industry.
True.
Before anybody that just wake up in the morning and start building,
Yeah.
I say it's a developer. Now with our new ESCO in Redan, they're doing an amazing job.
Oh, true,
If you notice, we've stopped the sales of untitled land in Lagos State, and I think that's a kudos to the Redan chairman.
Yeah.
Also, but for other African countries, especially Gambia, I was fortunate enough to be welcomed wholeheartedly, and they be supporting me.
Yeah.
And I hope to South Africa to be very supportive. I hope. We are there now. We are trying to take the ground now.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
Let's see what happens. But enough about real estate, enough about, all the busy talk and all of that. Are you married?
Now,
Why? Because you are, let me say, somewhat successful. So how is it like with the women? Because we hear real estate men, you guys, you don't sit there in one place. Like, your eyes are everywhere.
Okay. First of
I always put you on the spot, so just know that.
No problem. First of all, I am a different entity, different person.
Every man is.
I can say to myself that I have been very, very disciplined.
Your girls are watching. Don't let them call us out.
I have been very, very, very disciplined when it comes to female.
Why?
Because now you say, does it mean that for a man, if a man is successful, he has to marry? You see, what determines marriage in Africa? Is it that because you have money now, you think you are qualified to get married?
Yeah.
I think it's not only money, right? You have to be mentally ready.
But do you think you're mentally ready?
I'm not mentally ready.
Why are you not mentally ready? You should be in your 30s if I'm correct.
If you say so. I'm not 60. And I'm not in my 30s.
Okay.
I am not in my 30s.
Okay, still in your 20s.
I'm not answer that question.
No, you're already answered.
I take the fifth.
You already answered.
I take the fifth. I think that's what the last
But anyone you're talking to?
I take the fifth.
Oh, man.
Okay. Yes, I have people I'm talking to. What? I have people I'm talking to.
Break up with him. If he's talking to you, tell him you don't want it. You have people.
Why I'm saying that is that first of all, I do not say I'm in a.
You are in situationship.
No, I'm not in situationship.
Okay.
I am not.
Okay.
So I'm just taking my time.
But you are
do
talking
survey.
to people. Okay.
Do survey to know which one is perfect for me. And because I'm not just married for myself again.
You're married for?
For where I am now, I'm married for my brand. I'm married for so many things that I believe in. Do you understand? So it has to be somebody who actually believe in my vision.
Okay.
So if I see somebody that believes in my vision,
But for now, you've not seen it.
No.
But you are just still talking to them.
well, talk-
Fantastic time. But we're almost wrapping up. But before I let you go, I want you to just speak to that young guy out there that wants to start something but is afraid. That young guy out there that is at the bottom but wants to get somewhere. And you have been there from Katangwa to selling okrika. Look at you today, traveling the whole world, building in Africa. Big congratulations to you, I must say. But what would you like to say to that young, person out there?
Oh, to all my struggling and hardworking Nigerian youth and African youth at large.
Yeah.
We know that the environment, the economy, the countries are not favorable to us.
Yeah.
But we are fortunate, we are blessed to be in this continent called Africa.
Yeah.
So I'll say, look at the loophole in your environment and keep on finding solution to it.
Yeah.
Wherever you're going to, don't go into it for just the money
The
alone.
money.
Make sure you're bringing a solution to the table. And also, I tell people every problem, there's an advantage in it.
Yeah.
So in every problem, in every situation you find yourself, look for the advantage. Keep on pushing and till you get to the
top.
promised land.
So to get to the top, like Mr. Tobi, thank you so much. It's been an amazing time having you on the show. You were so eloquent. I loved it. Thank you for sharing your story as well. There you have it, guys. It's the Real Talk with BRG. But we have a gift for you. I said we have a gift. I don't know if one of our people can come and help us pick it up because I'm short. I'm very short. I'm just 5 feet. I cannot reach that.
You are short, Abby.
I'm 5. I'm cute. That's the word. I'm dainty. I'm petite. Thank you.
Petite short.
Yeah. I'm like the total package, just everything in it. Okay, so we have a special gift, and this is what we're doing this season. So when you come on our show, we don't just let you go like that. And we do this because we love you, and we're trying to encourage you to do more for Africa because a lot of people look up to you. And this is just we telling you that thank you for making your time to come here to us and to share this beautiful story. So here you go. That's your gift. It's not. You will give us plots of land. So
Am I allowed to open it?
you can just peep.
Let me peep. Maybe I will say thank you or not.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
Because we're the best. There you have it. Such a beautiful conversation. But not to worry. Next week, we're back again to give you the very best of conversations. This is the Real Talk with BRG. I am Ria Abdul, and I did this with
Elizabeth.
All right. Goodbye, guys.